surface parallel to the profile plane. Or in other words, it is also, you can call it as the plane surface parallel to the profile plane has its surface perpendicular to both HP and VP. So parallel to the profile plane means perpendicular to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. The true shape and size here, suppose I am taking this one is the plane. This one is the plane surface. I am taking an example. So this mobile phone is, I am taking the example for the plane. Plane surface perpendicular to both HP and VP. So this is the position. So with respect to horizontal perpendicular, and with respect to the vertical also, vertical plane also it is perpendicular. So whenever a plane surface perpendicular to both HP and VP, you can see the object from the front view direction, we will get as a line as the front view. And if you see the object from the top view direction also, we will get as a line on the horizontal plane. That means the top view is also a line. But whenever you can see the object from the side view direction, so total true shape and size of the object can be viewed on the side view. So when a plane surface perpendicular to both HP and VP, the true shape and size of the plane shall be viewed on the profile plane. It is popularly named as side view as the true shape and size. The front view and top views are projected from the side view. It will be shown as a line. So here I am giving a problem. A triangular plane is in the form of an isosceles triangle. Of base side they are giving 40 mm and altitude is 55 mm. If its surface, they are giving the position of the surface perpendicular to both HP and VP. Draw the projections when the base side parallel to the VP. So here, so surface perpendicular to both HP and VP, so that we will draw the side view. For drawing the side view, they are giving the base side parallel to the VP. So with respect to the horizontal plane, the base side is perpendicular to the VP. Okay. So we will construct a side view of our diagram. First of all, draw the reference line. Either you can draw the left side view or right side view. So a base side parallel to vertical plane. So with respect to the horizontal plane, it is perpendicular to the vertical plane. So draw a side with 40 mm. Draw a side with 40 mm perpendicular to the reference line. Draw a side with 40 mm perpendicular to the reference line, and also they are giving that, so that take the midpoint of that line and draw the altitude with 55 mm. So they are giving that altitude is 55. And construct a isosceles triangle by joining I am giving the naming for this isosceles triangle A double dash, B double dash and C double dash. So because it is a side view, so after drawing the side view, we will draw the front view and top view. But for drawing the front view and top view, take some distance and we will draw the another reference line x1 y1, which is perpendicular to the reference line xy. Now from the intersecting point of xy and x1 y1, we will draw the meter line with an angle of 45 degrees. With an angle of 45 degrees, we will draw the meter line. Now from the points on the side view, just we will draw the vertical projection lines up to the meter line. And from this one we will draw the horizontal projection lines. Similarly, in the front view direction also we will draw the horizontal projection lines. So belonging to the side view, we will get the front view. So in the front view direction also, we will draw the projections like that. We know that whenever a plane surface perpendicular to both HP and VP, so the front view is obtaining as a line, so that we will draw a line with respect to the perpendicular to the reference line. So through the front view direction, extending this one in downward direction and draw the top view. So this is our top view of our projection. So like that we will construct the diagram. After that, extend all the lines which are extended, so that line should be erased from your drawing. Now here I am giving the naming. So this is the direction of the front view and this is the direction of the top view. So here you will get C dash, so here you will get B dash, and here you will get A dash, because so in this direction B dash is not visible. And so B, so here point B, and C comma A, C comma A. So this is our top view and this is our front view and this is our side view. So after constructing the front view, top view and side view, so the dimensions, you can representing the dimensions which are giving in our problem. So what are the dimensions they are giving in our problem? You can mention all the dimensions. So they are giving the height of the isosceles triangle, altitude of the isosceles triangle, and also they are giving the base of the isosceles triangle. So this is 40 mm. And this is 55 mm. So this is our problem. When a plane surface parallel to profile plane, first we will give to the preference to the for drawing the side view. After drawing the side view, by projecting it and draw the front view and top view. Another important position, plane inclined to the HP and perpendicular to the VP. So I am giving the example for this one is the plane surface. When a plane surface inclined to the horizontal plane, suppose if you treated this one is the horizontal plane, so inclined to HP means, so this is the position. So when a plane surface inclined to HP, it is always perpendicular to the vertical plane. It is always perpendicular to the vertical plane. So in this position, so for drawing the projections of this position, so we can draw the projections by using the change of position method. We will draw the projections of this position. So how we will draw the projections by using the change of position method? So initially, so we can assuming that plane surface parallel to the HP. So when a plane surface inclined to HP at initial stage, by using the change of position method, we can assuming that the plane surface lying on the HP are parallel to the HP. So we know that when a plane surface parallel to the HP, that the top view, whenever you can see the object from the top view, we will get the true shape. So first of all, we will draw the first top view and front view as a straight line. So first top view will be shows the true shape and the front view as a line. So after that, so coming to the next stage, we will go to the inclination position. That means in the second position, that means for plane surface inclination position, that means the front view is tilted with an angle of theta with respect to the HP. The front view is again redrawn in inclined manner with respect to the horizontal plane, with respect to theta to the XY line. Now from the second front view, after drawing the second front view, draw the vertical projection lines from the points on the second front view. Similarly, from the first top view, draw the horizontal projection lines and we will obtain the second top view. So this is our position. So when a plane surface inclined to HP and perpendicular to the VP, by using the change of position method, we will draw the projections. So in change of position method, we will draw the projections in two stages. So in the first stage, we are assuming that plane surface is lying on the HP or parallel to the HP or lying on the ground. So we know that whenever a plane surface parallel to the HP, The top view is the true shape of the object, so that first of all we will draw the top view, first top view as the true shape and front view as a straight line. Coming to the next stage, in the next stage we will go into the plane surface inclination position with respect to the horizontal plane. In that position, so the first front view is inclined with an angle of theta with respect to the xy line and redrawn the first top view and locating all the points on the first top view on the second front view. Similarly, from the second front view, draw the vertical projection lines, and from the first top view, draw the horizontal projection lines. We will obtain the final top view. So this is the position. So here we have an important point. So note one, when a plane is inclined to the HP, so we can follow like that also. In the first stage, assuming plane is on the HP or parallel to the HP or on the ground, draw the first top view and first front view. And second stage, plane surface inclination position, draw the second front view and second top view. And coming to the next two, note 2, if the plane has a side is on the HP, suppose in the problem they are giving the side or edge is on the HP is giving in our problem, or side is parallel to the HP is giving in our problem, or side is on the ground is giving, then we will draw the shape of the plane surface is like that. Suppose if it is a plane surface, how we will draw the shape? Keeping the side of the plane or the edge of the plane perpendicular to the xy line and in the top view of the first stage. So whenever, suppose if it is pentagon, so keeping the edge, so here, suppose if you draw a reference line here, so this reference line, so this edge is perpendicular to the reference line, like that we will draw the pentagon. Suppose if it is a hexagon, suppose if you draw a reference line, so this edge will be perpendicular to the reference line. So if it is a hexagon, the shape of the hexagon should be drawn like that. Suppose the side or edge is giving. If a square is giving, how we will draw the? Suppose if it is a reference line. Suppose if it is a reference line, so the side of the edge is we can draw perpendicular to the reference line and construct the square. Similarly, isosceles triangle is there, so we will draw the shape of the isosceles triangle is like that. And coming to the next stage, suppose if a corner of the plane is on the HP, so if the corner of the plane is on the HP is giving in our problem or on the ground is giving in the problem, keep the line joining a corner and the center of the plane to the xy line. Line joining, so keeping line joining a corner to the center of the plane parallel to the xy line. Suppose if it is a pentagon, so we'll get the shape of the pentagon is like that. So for a side and a corner, we will draw the same shape for the pentagon only. Suppose what they are giving, keeping the line joining a corner. So here this one is a corner. Suppose if you find out the center of this pentagon, so we know that the total angle in the pentagon should be, so exterior angle should be 72. Suppose if you draw the 72 degrees lines like that, so like that and like that, if you construct this line, so if you see that from this corner, if you draw a line, this line will be parallel to the reference line like that, so that we will draw the shape of this one. Suppose if you draw the hexagon, suppose if you find out the center of this one, so here we will get the center. So this is the center O. So through the center of this corner, so this line, suppose if you take this line is OA, so this line OA will be parallel to the reference line. Like that we will draw the shape of the curve, shape of the plane. Similarly, suppose if it is a square, for the square also we will draw the, if a corner is giving that, we will draw the square of the shape as a rhombus shape. So like that we will draw the shapes. So these are very, very important. Not only in this position, if the plane surface is inclined to VP or if the plane surface inclined to the both HP and VP, if the edges is giving, we will draw the edges perpendicular to the reference line and we will construct the plane surface. Suppose if it is a corner is giving in our problem, so we can assuming that keeping the line joining a corner and the center of the plane parallel to the XY line and we will draw the shapes of that plane surfaces. A hexagonal plane of side 30 mm has an edge on HP. The surface is inclined 45 degrees to the HP perpendicular to the VP. Draw its projections. So this is the first problem. So a plane surface side is they are giving side 30 mm has an edge is on the HP. The surface inclination is also they are giving that plane surface inclined 45 degrees to the HP and perpendicular to the VP. So they are giving the surface position also. In this position, so we can assuming, so initially we can assuming plane surface inclination to HP means we can assuming plane surface is on the HP or parallel to the HP. We will draw the first front view and first top view. How we will draw the first front view and how we will draw the first top view. So initially draw the reference line. I am solving the first problem. So draw the first top view here because the surface is inclined with respect to the HP. So in first case we can assuming plane surface parallel to the HP. Draw a side parallel perpendicular to the reference line with 30 mm as the top view. We can construct a hexagon by making each angle should be 60 degrees. We will construct a hexagon by taking each side should be 30. So this is our first top view. After drawing the first top view, give the notations A, B, C, D, E, F. So after drawing the first top view, projecting it in upward direction, this is the simple stage. Projecting it in upward direction on the reference line. So edge is on the HP means on the reference line. We'll get the front view of that plane. So give notations here. So this is the direction of the front view. So A, B, C are clearly visible and F, D, E are not visible. So the invisible points are located in brackets. So this is the first step. So this is first one and this is the second one. And so this is the initial stage. In initial stage we can assuming that the plane surface parallel to HP or plane surface is on the HP, and we will draw the first top view and first front view and take some distance and locating. So coming to the next one is surface inclination is 45 degrees. So we can measure this line length. First front view line length. Measure first front view line length. So this line length should be 54. So in 45 degrees inclined manner. So locate a point on the reference line in 45 degrees inclined manner. So we'll projecting this one in inclined manner. The first front view can be drawn in inclined manner with the length of 54. After drawing the front view, second front view with 45 degrees inclined manner. So measure the point to point distance here. Point to point distance. Or so you can measure this point to this point distance. So from this point you can locate that point. So here I am locating, so this one is I am locating as A1 dash and F1 dash, and here I am locating as B1 dash and E1 dash, and here I am locating C1 dash and D1 dash. Redraw the first front view with an angle of inclination 45 degrees. So this is our second front view. Make it thick. And from the second front view, draw the vertical projection lines from the points on the second front view. Similarly, from the points on the first top view, draw the horizontal projection lines. Locating corresponding intersecting point, A vertical line and A dash vertical line and A vertical line, horizontal line. So here you will get A1, here you will get B1, so here you will get again C1, D1, here you will get E1, and here you will get F1. So joining all the points, and we will obtain our second top view. So this is our final view. When a plane surface inclined to the HP, so we can assuming that in initial stage we can assuming that plane surface parallel to the HP and draw the projections. We know that when a plane surface parallel to the HP, the top view shows the true shape, so that we will draw the top view as our first top view. After drawing the first top view, and draw the front view as a line. Next we will go to the surface inclination position. So redraw the first top view in angle with an angle of inclination 45 degrees, and draw the vertical projection lines from the second front view. Draw the horizontal projection lines and locating the corresponding intersecting points, and we will get the second top view. So here second top view and second front view, that should be here you can locating in thick lines. Now so this is our problem. So now we'll give the notations. So here we will give the dimensioning also. So the dimension of the pentagon, hexagon is, they are giving that the dimension of a hexagon, that should be 30 mm side. So like that we will draw the projection. And coming to the next problem, suppose same problem, a hexagonal plane of side 30 mm has a corner is on the ground. Corner is on the ground means on the HP. Draw the projections for the same problem. We know I am already discussing when a corner is giving that how we will draw the projections of the hexagon. So keeping a corner from the center of that corner, from the center of that plane parallel to the reference line. So that here also corner is on the ground means, and the surface inclination is same here 45 degrees with respect to the HP, and the corner is on the ground. So when a plane surface inclined to the HP, in the first stage we can assuming plane surface parallel to the HP, and we will draw the first top view. But the shape of the top view can be drawn like that with 30. Draw a side. First of all we will draw this shape with an angle of 60 degrees. By making an angle of 60 degrees we will construct the hexagon. Each angle should be, you can take 60 degrees and will construct a hexagon. The shape of the hexagon, when a corner is giving that, we will draw the shape of the hexagon is like that. A, B, so this is point C and this is point D, E and this is point F. After drawing the first top view, projecting it in upward direction and draw the first front view as a straight line on the reference line. So corner is on the ground means we'll get the front view on the reference line. So this is the direction of the front view. A, B, C, D are visible and E and F are not visible. C dash, E dash and D dash. Now measure the length of the front view. Measure the length of the front view. So we can measure, so that one is 62 mm. So this front view can be redrawn with an angle of 45 degrees. So takes some distance from the first front view and we will draw an inclined line with an angle of 45 degrees. We will draw the inclined line with an angle of 45 degrees and redraw the first front view in 45 degrees inclined manner. Like that. So we'll redraw the first front view. After that, measure that point to point distance. So A dash to B dash distance. So from this one we will draw the arc and locate that point. So here, so this is I am taking A1 dash. So this is I am taking B1 dash and F1 dash. From B1 dash to C1 dash. So you can measure by using your compass and with that from B1 dash. So we'll draw the arc and locate points here C1 dash, E1 dash, and this point is D1 dash. After locating the points, so this angle should be here 45 degrees. From the second front view, draw the vertical projection lines. From the points on the second front view, draw the vertical projection lines. Similarly, from the first top view, draw the horizontal projection lines. From the points on the first top view. Similarly, locating the corresponding intersecting points. So this is A horizontal line, this is A vertical line. So here we'll get A1 point. So B vertical line and B horizontal line. So here B1 and here we'll get C1. So here we'll get D1. Here we'll get E1 point and here we'll get F1 point. Now joining all the points, we'll get the second top view. That is our final top view. So this second top view and second front view is also make it thick. So this is our required diagram. So after constructing the diagram, we will draw the project, we will draw the dimensioning also. I mentioned this dimension, so this dimension should be 30. So when an edge is on the HP, we will draw the diagram like that. When the corner is on the ground or corner is on the HP giving in our problem, so we will draw the projections in like this. So this is the third step and this is the fourth step for the first problem. And for the second problem, this is the first step, second step, and this is the third step, and this is the fourth step. A circular plane of diameter 50 mm is resting on a point on the circumference is on the HP. The plane is inclined at 30 degrees to the HP and its center is 35 mm in front of the VP. Draw the projections. So here the type of the plane surface is they are giving that the circular lamina or the circular plane. They are giving the diameter of the circular plane is 50 mm which is resting on its circumference, or we can call it as the plane. Circumference of the circle is on the HP. And the plane surface inclination is they are giving that 30 degrees to the HP, and its center, that means the center of the circle to the center is 35 mm in front of the VP. So here also when a plane surface is inclined at 30 degrees to the HP, we will draw the projections in two stages. In the first stage, whenever the plane surface inclined to HP, we can assuming that plane surface is on the HP side or the circumference is on the HP, and we will draw the first top view and first front view. How we will draw the first top view? So taking the diameter is 50 mm. First I am drawing the top view. After drawing the top view, I am locating the center here, because they are giving that its center is 35 mm in front of the VP. So take 25 mm radius. Construct a circle initially. After constructing a circle, so divided this circle into 12 parts. So before dividing this one, so we'll draw the reference line. How much you can take from the center? They are giving that its center is 35 mm in front of VP, means so take 35 mm above the reference line and we will draw the reference line. Take 35 mm above the center and we will draw the reference line. We will draw the reference line. Now this center to this distance is, we will get 35 mm in front, means 35 mm below the reference line. We will draw the center, locate the center and draw the top view of our diagram. So this dimension is they are giving that 35 mm distance. So after drawing the circle, divided this circle into 12 parts. By taking each angle should be 60 degrees and divided the circle into 12 parts. After dividing the circle into 12 parts, we will give the naming on the top view of that circle: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K and L points. Now after drawing the first top view as a circle with 50 mm diameter, I will projecting it in upward direction. On the circumference is on the HP, means on the reference line, we'll get the front view. From the points on the first top view, we will projecting vertical projection lines up to the reference line. So this is our first front view. So give the naming here. This is the direction of the first front view. So here we'll get A dash. So here B dash and L dash. L is not visible. C dash comma K dash and D dash comma J dash, and this is E dash comma I dash and F dash comma H dash and here we'll get G dash. So this is our first front view and this is our first top view. And coming to the second one, surface inclination position is 30 degrees. So locate a point, take some distance and locate a point on the reference line, and we will draw an angle with an angle of 30 degrees. So tilted this first front view with an angle of 30 degrees. So what is the circumference? So we'll get 50. Okay. The circumference of the circle is always, we know that the 50. So with an angle of 30 degrees we will tilt at the first front view. So here I am getting A dash, or we can call it A1 dash. At the last we will get G1 dash. And now we can measure the distance from point to point from the first. So I am measuring the distance from point to point by using our scale. So A dash to B dash distance is 4 mm and B dash to C dash distance is how much? 9 mm. 9 mm. And C dash to D dash distance is, I will get 13. So from A dash taking 4 mm distance and locate point B, and another from point B dash taking 9 mm and locate another point from point C dash taking 13 mm distance and locate other point. Similarly from point G dash also taking 4 mm. Similarly from this point taking 9 mm. So like that we can locate the points. So B dash comma B1 dash comma L1 dash, and this is C1 dash comma K1 dash, and here we will get D1 dash comma J1 dash. Here we will get E1 dash comma I1 dash. Here we will get F1 dash comma H1 dash. Like that we will locating the points on the second front view also. So this angle should be here 30 degrees. Now from the points on the second top view, second front view, draw the vertical projection lines. From all the points, draw the vertical projection lines. Similarly from the first top view, draw the horizontal projection lines from the points. From LH through KL through KI through J. Now locating the corresponding intersecting point A vertical line and A horizontal line. Here we will get A1, here we will get B1, here we will get C1, C vertical line and C horizontal line, D vertical line and D horizontal line, D1, here we will get E1, here we will get F1, here we will get G1, here we will get H1, here you will get I1, and here you will get J1, here you will get K1, and here you will get L1 points, joining all the points through freehand. Through freehandly joining all the points. Because it is a curve, so we will joining all the points freehand sketching. So we will get as an ellipse like that. So this is our second front view and this is our second top view of our diagram. So when a circular lamina of diameter 50 which is resting on its circumference is on the HP with a plane surface inclined 30 degrees to the HP. Its center is 35 mm with respect to the VP. So in this problem, in the first stage we can assuming that plane surface parallel to the HP and draw the first top view and first front view. So how we will draw the first top view? Draw the first top view of the center from the reference line. You can take 35 and we will construct a circle with 50 mm diameter and draw the first front view as a straight line and redraw the first top view with an angle of 30 degrees and locating all the points on the second front view. Also draw the horizontal projection lines from the first top view and draw the vertical projection lines from the second front view, and we will get the final top view as like that. So this is our final top view. After that we will give the dimensioning. So this circular lamina of dimension is they are giving that. This is 50 mm. A rhombus of diagonals 80 mm, that means major diagonal of the rhombus is they are giving that 80 mm and minor diagonal is 50 mm, is placed on end of the major diagonal on the HP. Its surface is inclined 50 degrees to the HP and perpendicular to the VP. Draw its projection. So in this position also they are giving the type of the position, plane surface 50 degrees to the HP. So when a plane surface inclined 50 degrees to the HP, here also we will draw the projections in two stages. We can assuming the first stage, we can assuming the plane surface is on the HP or parallel to the HP. So we will draw the first top view and first front view, and next we will go to the surface inclination position. Draw the reference line initially. Draw the rhombus with a diagonal of 80. Longer diagonal is 80 and smaller diagonal is 50. So I am drawing the longer diagonal 80 mm. Locate the midpoint. So 80, locate the midpoint. From the midpoint I am drawing the smaller diagonal 50. So this side I am taking 25 and this side also I am taking 25. Construct the rhombus. So this is our required rhombus. After drawing the rhombus, so give the naming here A and this is B and this is C and this is D. Projecting it in upward direction up to the reference line. On the reference line we will get the first front view. Draw the first front view on the reference line and give naming here A dash. So this is the direction of the first front view. So here B dash comma D dash and here we will get C dash. So this is the first position, and coming to the second position is here surface inclination position. So take some distance and we will draw the surface inclination with respect to HP is 50. So with an angle of 50, so this dimension which is equal to the minor diagonal dimension, that means 50. So or you can measure the front view length, also will get the 50 mm. So with an angle of 50 degrees, I will redraw the first front view. Redraw the first front view. Redraw the first front view. So I am locating here A1 dash and here I am locating C1 dash, and in between A1 dash and B1, A1 dash and C1 dash we are locating B1 dash and D1 dash. B1 dash, D1 dash. Now from the second front view, draw the vertical projection lines. Similarly, from the points on the first top view, draw the horizontal projection lines. Now locating the corresponding intersecting points. Here you will get A1, here you will get B1, here you will get C1, and this one D1. So joining all the points, and we will obtain the final top view. So this is our problem. So sometimes they are drawing the rhombus as like that also. I am drawing here. So the shape of the rhombus is drawing like that. So I am taking here the major diagonal is in vertical position and minor diagonal is in horizontal position. So we can take in the major diagonal in horizontal position also. We will draw the diagram. So in horizontal also we will draw the shape of the front view. We will draw like that also. So we will draw the 80 mm locating the midpoint and draw the minor diagonal with 50. We will draw this shape also for constructing the rhombus. Either you can draw this shape or that shape. So this shape also you can use. So in the first front top view, so we can use this shape or also you can use this shape also we can use. And draw the first top front view and tilted the first front view with an angle of inclination with respect to the HP, that is 50 degrees. And redraw the first front view and locating all the points on the second front view. And from the second front view, draw the vertical projection lines. Similarly, from the first top view, draw the horizontal projection lines and we will obtain the final top view. After constructing this one, so we will give the dimensioning also here. I am mentioning the diagonals with respect to the dimensions. So this dimension is, they are giving that major diagonal is 80 and the minor diagonal is 50. So this is our required problem. So the top view of a plane whose surface is perpendicular to the VP and inclined at 45 degrees to the HP is a circle of diameter 50 mm. Draw the projections of the plane and determine its true shape. So this problem is some quite a different problem with respect to previous problem. So here they are giving that the surface is inclined 45 degrees to the HP and perpendicular to the VP, and the top view of a plane whose surface, they are giving the top view in the problem. The top view of the plane is, they are giving that a circle of diameter 50, and the top view of that surface is inclined 45 degrees to the HP, and also they are giving the top view is a circle. So here they are asking that draw the projections of the plane and determine its true shape. So because they are mentioned the problem, the top view is they are clearly giving that circle, so that I am drawing a circle as the first top view, and here the surface position is same as the previous one. Plane surface is here also inclined with respect to the HP. I am drawing the first top view as a square, because as a circle, because they are giving the top view is a circle of diameter 50. Take 25 mm and construct a circle. After drawing a circle as the top view, locating the center of that circle and divided that circle into 12 parts. Here I am giving the circle into 8 parts. 8 parts are, you can divide the circle is also into 12 parts also you can divide it. Don't make it in 4 parts. So by taking, suppose if you divide the 8 parts by using a circle, so taking each angle should be 45 degrees. After drawing the first top view, give the notations A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Draw the first front view. Is surface, they are giving that surface is inclined 45 degrees to the HP. That means we will projecting the vertical projection lines up to the reference line. They are not mentioning here the either circumference is on the HP, but they are giving that the surface is inclined 45 degrees to the VP. Just we will projecting this one up to the reference line. So from this point A, here on the reference line, by making an angle of 45 degrees, we will draw the first front view. Just we will projecting it first front view. Now from the first top view, projecting it up to the first front view, and we will get the points on the first front view, projecting it in upward direction. So this is our first front view. This angle should be here 45 degrees. So here we'll get A dash. So here we'll get B dash comma H dash. So here we'll get C dash comma G dash. And here we'll get D dash comma F dash. And here we'll get E dash. Here you can measure this line length. Taking some distance, and you will draw an arc on the reference line, because they are asking the true shape. So here the surface is inclined with respect to 45 degrees, and they are giving the top view is a circle, but they are asking that a true shape. What is the true shape? So that for identifying the true shape, the front view, which is we can draw in 45 degrees inclined, then that should be drawn on the reference line. So for that one, I am measuring the length of the first front view and redraw the first front view on the reference line. So I am taking this point. I am taking this point as A1 dash, and I am taking the last point as E1 dash. And now measuring the distance from point to point here, or by using the rounder also you can measure the distance from A dash to C dash, and you can locating here. And similarly measure the distance from A dash to B dash by using your protractor. Here you can locating. Similarly D dash to E dash, locating here. So I am getting here points. So this one is B dash comma H dash, and here C1 dash comma G1 dash. Here you will get D1 dash comma F1 dash. Like that we'll get the points. So draw the second front view, make it thick. Now after drawing the second front, for drawing the true shape, we will draw the projections like that. So from the second front view, draw the vertical projection line. Next, from the first top view, draw the horizontal projection lines. From the points on the first top view, draw the horizontal projectors. H and F is on one line, and G also, from the G also will draw the horizontal line. Now locate the corresponding intersecting points. So A horizontal line and A vertical line. Here you will get A1. So here you will get B1, and this is C1 and D1. Here you will get E1, and here you will get F1, and here you will get G1 and H1 point. Now joining all the points, we will draw a neat curve by using your freehand sketch. Draw a neat curve. We will obtain an ellipse. So the true shape, so they are asking that the true shape of our diagram is a ellipse. So this is our required problem, what they are asking in our problem. After drawing the problem, so we will give the dimensioning. They are giving the top view of our diagram is a circle. Is plane surface inclined to the VP. Suppose if I am taking this one is the plane surface, I am taking this one is look like a rectangle plane surface. So this one is plane surface inclined to VP, means inclined with respect to the horizontal plane. Suppose my hand is a vertical plane and this surface is I am taking as a horizontal plane. Inclination with respect to VP means, so this is the position. So whenever a plane surface inclined to the VP, so here the projections are drawn in the plane surface. So in the projections are drawn by using the change of position method. Here also we will draw the projections in two stages. So coming to the first stage is, we can assuming that plane surface parallel to the VP. First stage is here. When a plane surface inclined to the VP, we will draw the projections in two stages. In the first stage, we can assuming that the plane surface is lying on the VP or parallel to the VP. Draw the first front view. So because when a plane surface parallel to the VP, we will see the object from the front view, we will get the true shape and size is on the vertical plane. So when a plane surface parallel to the VP, we will draw the first front view. After drawing the first front view, and draw the first top view on the reference line, and next we will go to the surface inclination position. That means surface is inclined with respect to the VP. Surface inclined with respect to the VP here, the plane, that means the first top view is tilted at an angle of phi. I am already discussing true inclination with respect to VP is we can denoting with phi. So the plane is here, the plane, that means that first top view is inclined. The first top view is tilted with an angle of phi with respect to the VP. Again, the top view can be redrawn with an angle of inclination at phi to the xy line. Now from the second top view, draw the vertical projection lines in upward direction, and similarly from the first top view, draw the horizontal projectors and locate the corresponding intersecting points and join all the points, and we will obtain the final second front view. So this is the plane surface inclined to VP and perpendicular to the HP. So here also we can follow the note. So we will draw the projections like that. When a plane surface inclined to the VP, so by using the change of position method here, so we can changing the position, so that this method is we can call it as by changing the position we will draw the projections. So this method is we can call it as the change of position method. So in the change of position method, we can assuming in the first stage we can assuming that plane is on the VP or parallel to the VP, or the side is on the VP or the side is on the VP is giving that in our problem. Suppose we can assuming that plane is on the VP or parallel to the VP. We know that when a plane surface parallel to the VP, draw the first front view and first top view, and coming to the second stage, plane surface inclined with respect to the VP position. So in that position, draw the second top view and second front view. So first one, they are giving that a hexagonal plane upside 30 mm has a corner is in the VP. Corner is in the VP and the surface of the plane is inclined 45 degrees to the VP. They are giving that surface inclination is 45 degrees to the VP and perpendicular to the HP. Draw the projections. Assume that the diagonal through the corner in the VP is parallel to the HP. They are clearly giving that the surface position is with respect to the VP, angle with respect to the VP. So here also we can assuming that plane surface in the first stage, we can assuming that plane surface parallel to the VP, and draw the first front view and first top view opposite to that of previous position. So we can assuming the position plane surface parallel to the VP, we can assuming plane surface parallel to the VP, corner is giving. How we will draw the shape of the diagram? So we will draw the diagonal through the corner is parallel to the HP means, so we will draw the parallel to the reference line. Or we can construct a side. First of all, we will construct a side with 30 mm. And draw the shape of that square, the shape of the hexagonal like that. Because it is a corner is on the VP, so we will draw the shape of the hexagon should be like that. Suppose if it is an edge is giving that, we will draw the side of that edge is perpendicular to the reference line and construct the hexagon like that. Previous problem already I am discussing. Whenever an edge or side is giving that, how we will draw the problem. So here we will draw the first front view first of all. Draw the first front view of our diagram. So the shape of the front view is like that. So first front view, so give the naming A dash, B dash. From the left hand side we will give the notations E dash and F dash. After drawing the first front view, corner is in the VP means, so draw the projections from the first front view up to the reference line and draw the first top view on the reference line. So on the reference line we will get the first top view. So here this is the direction of the top view. So A, F, E, D are visible and B, C are not visible. F, B and E, C and D. And now we can measure the front view length. You can measure the top view length and you can tilt it this top view with an angle of 45 degrees with respect to the VP. So draw the second position, surface inclination position. So for the surface inclination position, the surface is inclined 45 degrees. So you can redraw this one. First top view 60 mm. So this angle should be there giving that 45 degrees. And here this one is A1. I am treating this one is D1. Measure the length of A to F. A to F length which is equal to E to D length. Draw the arc here also. Here also you can locating the points. So here we will get this one is F1, B1 and this one is E1, C1. Now from the second front view, second top view, draw the vertical projection lines. Now from the first front view, draw the horizontal projection lines. Locating corresponding intersecting points in the second front view. So here A vertical line and A dash horizontal line. So here we will get A1 dash, B vertical line and B dash horizontal line, B1 dash. Like that we can locating all the points C1 dash, D1 dash, E1 dash and F1 dash. Now join all the points. Make it thick because it is a final front view and final top view, that should be make it is thick because these are the required diagrams what they are asking in our problem. So make it thick, and the assumptions, that means the first front view and first top view, make it thin. So this is our required diagram. After constructing this diagram, so you can mention the dimensions of this problem. So they are giving that side of the hexagon should be 30. So like that they are asking, they are drawing the problem. A rectangular plane. So the type of the plane surface is here a rectangular plane surface of side 35 mm and 70 mm is placed in the VP. That means the side is placed in the VP. The surface inclination is, they are giving that inclined with respect to the VP, but they are not mentioning here the angle perpendicular to the HP such that the front view appears as a square. Draw its projections and determine its inclination of the plane with respect to HP. So here the surface inclination is, they are clearly giving that the surface is inclined with respect to the VP and perpendicular to the HP. So we can assuming that in the initial stage we can assuming that a plane surface parallel to the VP and draw the first front view and first top view. So here they are giving that the type of the plane surface is rectangle plane surface. So we will construct a rectangle as the first front view. So what is the dimensions of the rectangle is, they are giving the length of the rectangle is 70 mm. Length is 70 mm and the breadth is they are giving that 35 mm. After drawing the front view, first front view as a rectangle, give the notations on the rectangle. So this is the direction of the first top view. So side is on the VP, means on the reference line we will get the first top view. So D, A. So DC are visible and AB are not visible here. And coming to, they are giving that here the surface inclination is not giving. They are asking that what is the surface inclination with respect to VP, but they are giving that the front view appears as a square. Which front view? That means the second front view appears as a square. So in this one I am drawing the second front view as a square by the following the dimensions. That means, so from the first top view just we will draw the horizontal projection lines and we will construct a square with the dimension of 35. Each side you can follow 35 and we will draw a square. We will draw a square because they are giving that the front view appears as a square. So we will construct a square from the projections of the first front view with the dimension of the breadth dimensions of that diagram. So after drawing the second front view, so here I am giving the notation. So A1 dash this one, B1 dash, C1 dash and D1 dash. Now just we will projecting this line, and this line from the B1 dash and C1 dash, just we can projecting this line in vertical direction and with the length of first top view. Measuring the length of the first top view by using your protractor, by using your rounder. Now from this point with that length we will draw the arc. Draw the arc on the C dash and B dash extension line. So here I am locating this one as the C1, B1. And here this one is I am locating as D1, A1. Now joining D1 dash and C1 dash, D1 and C1. What they are asking here, the surface determine the inclination with respect to the VP. That means they are asking this inclination. Why? So we can find out that inclination. So we will get phi is equal to 60 degrees. This is also one of the example for drawing, one of the example for plane surface inclined to the VP. So after drawing the diagram, so we will give the dimensioning. So this is 70 and this is 35. This is our required problem. A pentagonal plane of side 30 mm and resting on an edge is in the VP with its surface is perpendicular to the HP and the corner opposite to the edge on which it is resting is 30 mm in front of the VP. draw the projections and determine its inclination with respect to the VP. That means they are asking that here, determine the inclination means the surface inclination with respect to VP. So this is also one of the example for plane surface inclined to the VP. In this problem, they are clearly giving that an edge is in the VP and surface is inclined with respect to the VP. So in that one, we will draw the projections in two stages. The first stage is where we can assuming that the plane surface parallel to the VP and draw the first front view and first top view. How we will draw the first front view and first top view of our diagram. So here the type of the plane surface is a pentagon. So we will draw a pentagon. How we will draw the pentagon? So either a corner or edge is giving that. So here edge is giving that. So how we will draw the edge? Edge is drawn as the front view of that edge is perpendicular to the reference line. We will construct a edge of that side of the pentagon. After that, by making an angle of 72 degrees, we will construct a we will construct a pentagon. Now with this length, draw the arc, and from this point we will cut that arc and construct a pentagon. So the shape of the pentagon, either corner is giving that, the corner is also giving that, we will draw the problem like that, and edge is giving that also, we will draw the problem like that. So A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash and E dash. So this is our first front view, and projecting it in downward direction up to the reference line, and we'll obtain our first top view. So this is our initial stage. So this is the direction of the top view. So A is not visible, B is not visible here. Located within the bracket within brackets C here. Now we will go into the surface inclination position, but they are not giving the surface inclination, but they are giving that the corner opposite to the edge. So what is the corner opposite to this edge? So what is the edge here in the diagram? So EA is the E dash and A dash is the edge. So opposite to this edge, the corner is C dash. They are giving that side. So that corner opposite to the edge, which is resting 30 mm in front of the VP. So edge resting on the VP is giving in our problem. Opposite to that edge, they are giving a corner, that is C dash. So this C dash position is they are giving in our problem, that is 30 mm in front of the VP means. So take 30 mm in front of the VP and we will draw a projection like that, locating 30 mm and draw the projection of point C. So C1. Now from point C1 we can measuring this line length. Measuring the C to E line length from point C1, just we will draw an arc on the XY line and locating here this point as E1, A1 and joining E1, C1 line. This is our second top view, and you can measuring the distance from E to D, and also you can locating the E to D, E and D points on the second top view also. This is D1 and this is B1. What they are asking in our problem is this inclination. Its inclination how much? This is they are asking. So before that one I am drawing the second front view also. From the second top view, draw the vertical projection lines. Similarly, from the first front view, draw the horizontal projection lines. Locating the corresponding intersecting point A vertical line and A dash horizontal line. So here you will get A1 dash. So here you will get B1 dash. So again C, C1 dash. Again D, D1 dash. Again E, E1 dash. After that we will join all the points and we will obtain the second front view. After drawing the final front view, we will find out the true inclination with respect to VP. So make it in this direction and we will find out the inclination with respect to the VP. So we will get phi is equal to 40 degrees. So angle with respect to VP means we will get phi is equal to 40 degrees like that. So we will draw the projections like that. After drawing the projections, so we'll give the dimensioning here. What are the dimensions they are giving in our problem? They are giving the side of the pentagon and also they are giving the corner opposite to this corner. Point C is 30 mm in front of the VP. So you can mention that dimension also in our problem. This dimension is 30 and here point C dimension with respect to the opposite edge, they are giving the 30 mm in front of the VP. This is 30. This is the solution for this problem. So these are the some of the example for plane surface inclined to the VP. We will draw the projections like that. Whenever a plane surface inclined to the HP and whenever a plane surface inclined to the VP, by using the change of position method, we will draw the projections like that. So in next class, I am discussing the plane surface inclined to the both HP and VP.